Hello and welcome back to another Radical Red challenge run. I am using another champion team, and today I'm using the second champion from Unova, Iris's team. She has a pretty interesting team, a lot of dragon types, and a couple of rock types. To round it out, I am using Lapras, and more specifically Mega Lapras, which is exclusive to Radical Red. We have Water Absorb on base Lapras, mainly for the first fight against Lorelei. And once we Mega Evolve, we gain Liquid Voice, so Hyper Voice becomes a Water type move, meaning we don't need to run any other Water type moves. I have Hydreigon with the Choice Scarf and Levitate, Draco Barrage, U-Turn, Dark Pulse, Tri-Attack. Should do a lot of damage, and should outspeed most of the opposing Pokemon. I have Aggron holding the leftovers with Sturdy as my ability to tank any one super effective hit. Body Press, Iron Head, Rock Slide, Stealth Rock. Should be able to do some damage or get rocks up. Life Orb Haxorus with First Impression for priority. Dragon Dance if I get the chance to set up. Earthquake and Scale Shot round out the moveset for a bit of coverage. After Haxorus, we have Druddigon with the Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin combo, Impish Nature, Night Slash, Draco Hammer, Protect and Glare. Glare mainly to slow down any really fast Pokemon after we hopefully live a hit from them. The last one is of course Archeops. I'm holding the Muscle Band right now, but I am going to change around Archeops' item as the Elite Four goes on. I have Pluck, Rock Slide, U-Turn, Earthquake. Pluck is going to be changed to Acrobatics when I have an item which takes advantage of me using it up, like a Focus Sash or a Citrus Berry. But up first, it's Lorelei. We lead with Lapras and Hydreigon. She leads Politoed and Ogerpon. I'm not going to Mega Evolve this turn with Lapras, or probably in this entire first fight. I U-turn out with Hydreigon, tank the play rough with Druddigon, and do crazy recoil damage with Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin. Hyper Voice does good damage to Politoed and Ogerpon, Protect with Druddigon. The Politoed actually flip turns on the Ogerpon to give it some HP back, meaning Hyper Voice doesn't take it out. I go for the Glare just in case I live, but I don't, and Druddigon goes down, as the Politoed ends up healing Ogerpon yet again. I then send out Haxorus, who's able to finish off the Ogerpon with a First Impression, outspeed everything, take it out, and there's the first one down. We bring the Politoed below half HP, and Kyogre comes out. Sets up the Primordial Sea, and I decide to set up the Perish Song with Lapras. Once again, I don't Mega Evolve, so then the Water Spout can't hurt Lapras, and we just gain HP back. Set the Perish Song, put the Politoed and the Kyogre on a timer, meaning either they'll have to switch out, or they'll both go down. I then send out my Hydreigon once again, try to get a bit of damage off by going for U-turn, because I want to keep Hydreigon healthy in the back for later in the fight. I do send out Aggron, who I know is able to take one hit thanks to Sturdy. Dragon Pulse from Lapras does good damage. The Perish counters fall by one more, so now it's only 2 turns left. Lapras gets some more HP back thanks to the Water Spout. Aggron goes down. Scald heals me back to full, and I'm able to keep Hyper Voicing with Lapras, whittling down both the Politoed and Kyogre. They're now down to 1 turn each, meaning either they're going to have to switch here, or they're going down. I do end up switching out my Lapras, because it was Lapras' last turn on the Perish counter as well. Go for the Earthquake with Archeops. Break the Iron Bundle Sash, and Kyogre goes down to Perish Song. Hydreigon is able to outspeed everything thanks to its Choice Scarf. Draco Barrage takes out Iron Bundle, as Archeops does go down to a Hydro Pump from the Iron Bundle. Politoed comes back out, sets up the rain once again. I have Hydreigon and Lapras out. Go for the Hyper Voice and the Draco Barrage. Finish off the Iron Bundle. Scald heals my Lapras right back up again. And finally the Mega Swampert comes out. I am focusing down the Swampert here because Politoed can't really touch Lapras. Goes for Waterfall. Does end up taking out my Hydreigon. But this is the turn I do finally Mega Evolve with Lapras in order to get the Liquid Voice boost in the rain. Do massive damage to the Swampert. And then I just need to live 1 hit. I managed to do it just. Finish off the Swampert and down goes Lorelei. Up next is a Bruno. I lead with Haxorus. I am running the Mental Herb on Haxorus for this fight, and I've given it Sword Stance, so then we can set up against the Infernape. I'm then able to get a Scale Shot off on the Infernape, take it out, and now we're +2, +1. Zacian comes out. I did think I had a chance of outspeeding. I didn't, so Zacian just takes me out. I go to Druddigon. Zacian Sword Stance, and I do get the Glare off to paralyse it, meaning it's going to be a lot slower. Behemoth Blade does take out Druddigon. We get some chip damage off thanks to the Rough Skin. We can send in Archeops, who's able to finish off the Zacian. Iron Valiant then comes out, and I've given Archeops the Citrus Berry for this fight, because Thunderbolt takes us down quite low, and Citrus Berry brings us out of Defeatist range, and now we get the Acrobatics boost. I protect against the Urshifu, to bait the Sucker Punch, go for Acrobatics, once again, one-shot it, Kommo-o comes out, Acrobatics once again, easily takes it out, leaving just the Lucario. I go for the Earthquake. Unfortunately, Bullet Punch does end up taking out Archeops, but it did what it needed to do. Here I'm able to send out Aggron, who has Sturdy. I know I'm able to take a hit, so I'm able to Body Press. Lucario did Sword Stance, did throw a little bit because it can't take me out. I'm able to Body Press one more time, finish off Lucario, and down goes Bruno. Up next is of course Agatha, and I have no idea which team it is yet, because both of the leads for our teams are Zoroarks, and both of them lead with Taunt. I am of course able to lead with Haxorus with the Mental Herb once again, get the Sword Stance off, get the Scale Shot off, get to +2 attack, +1 speed, but unfortunately I can't sweep this fight because of the Marshadow in the back, and the Goldengo resisting my Scale Shot, and having the Herbloon to prevent the Earthquake. I did end up going for another Scale Shot there. I was trying to boost up my speed so then I could outspeed another Mon in the back in case I was able to kill the Goldengo. But it didn't work out that way. Haxorus ended up going down, but it did what it needed to do. It brought Gholdengo low. I'm able to send out Archeops, who I click Earthquake, expecting it to stay in, it switches to Gengar, but this is a pretty good position because it's always Mega Evolved, always loses Levitate. Citrus Berry brings me out of Defeatist range, so Earthquake always kills. With the Gengar down, Roaring Moon comes in. I don't really have a great switch here, so I just let Archeops go down. And send out my Aggron, who of course has Sturdy, meaning I'm able to tank any one hit. The Roaring Moon goes for Dragon Dance. Body Press is easily a 2-shot, so I'm able to take out the Roaring Moon. Although Aggron is kind of weak now. Once again, I don't really have a great switch, so I let Gholdengo just finish off Aggron. Send out my Hydreigon, who guaranteed outspeeds. Guaranteed finishes it off with a Dark Pulse. Meaning that there's only 2 Mons left on Agatha's team. Got the Chi-Yu. It's going to go for the Flamethrower, so I switch into Lapras, who Quad resists, thanks to being a Water Dragon type in this game. Mega Evolve, go for the Liquid Voice boosted Hyper Voice. As we tank a Psychic, leaving just the Marshadow left, we're able to go for Hyper Voice as it bulk ups, do over half HP, but mainly breaking the Sash, go for another Hyper Voice, as we are actually able to live the Spectral Thief, finish off the Marshadow, and make our way through to Lance. Lance leads with his Aerodactyl. I lead with my Haxorus with the Mental Herb. Once again, Swords Dance, to bait the Taunt, force it to go for another Taunt, as I do Scale Shot on the second turn, get to +2 attack, +1 speed, and Haxorus can do some damage to Lance's team. Dragonite's the next one to come out. He goes to Extreme Speed, does a lot of damage. I'm able to get the Scale Shot off, trigger the Weakness Policy. Doesn't really matter though, because I'm able to kill it with the second hit of Scale Shot. Iron Jugulus then comes in. I do get a little bit lucky to take out the Iron Jug, because I get a crit on the third hit of Scale Shot, but I ended up taking it out, and Melmetal comes in. I'm able to go for the Earthquake, do massive damage, not quite have enough to take it out, but I brought it down low enough to where Archeops can come in, hit an Earthquake, and take out Melmetal. That'll be the 4th of Lance's Mons down, leaving only the Mega Salamence and the Primal Dialga left. 2 very scary Mons. I do U-turn out with Archeops because I got intimidated, and the Salamence does end up Dragon Dancing, which is a little bit scary. I go into my most physically defensive Mon in Druddigon, naturally live on 1 because Druddigon is the GOAT, get the Glare off to slow the Salamence down. Unfortunately, I do still get outsped, but Druddigon did what it needed to do, allowing Hydreigon to come in with the Scarf, get the Draco Barrage off, finish off Salamence, leaving just Dialga left. Here I'm gonna just go for Draco Barrage, because I am choiced, get a bit of damage off on Dialga, but let Hydreigon go down. Because I need a clean switch into my Lapras, who has Perish Song. We're guaranteed able to get Perish Song off, because Dialga's always going to click Roar of Time here, because it sees that it's super effective. We actually live the Roar of Time, go Lapras, and Archeops comes in. I am running Protect on Archeops, meaning I'm able to stall out the turns, switch into Aggron to reset the Protect timer. We tank the Flash Cannon from Dialga. The Perish counter falls to 1, Aggron goes down, and the Perish counter falls to 0, and we take out Lance. This of course just leaves the champion. I do lead with Lapras here, and I have taught Lapras Ice Shard for this fight for a bit of priority. And the reason I clicked Dragon Pulse here instead of Hyper Voice is because Dragon Pulse will obviously bring Pheromosa down to its sash, but it was just in case Pheromosa U-turned out into either Miraidon or Eternatus. I'm able to take it out with a Dragon Pulse and Ice Shard. If Yveltal comes in, I'm able to Ice Shard one more time for a bit of chip damage, but Darkhold does end up taking me out. I then switch into Aggron, and I've taught it Metal Burst specifically for the Yveltal, and I am holding the Chesto Berry just in case I get put to sleep. It didn't work out that way, we just get the Metal Burst off, but I was always guaranteed to kill the Yveltal there. Miraidon then comes in. I don't really want to switch anything in, because whatever comes in is going to get hit super hard by the Miraidon, so I just let Aggron go down. And here I switch in Haxorus. I have given Haxorus the Focus Sash for this fight, and that means that Miraidon goes for Calm Mind instead of attacking straight away. I'm able to get 3 hits of Scale Shot off with my Haxorus, finish off the Miraidon with an Earthquake, while also keeping my sash intact. Eternatus then comes in, I go for Scale Shot one more time, buffing up my speed even more, and on the off chance that I would have got 5 hits, I managed to take it out. I'm then able to go for Earthquake yet again, finish off the Eternatus, and in comes the Ditto. Ditto locks itself into Earthquake, meaning I'm able to freely go into my Archeops here, get the Earthquake off, and take out the Ditto, leaving at just the Mega Metagross left. I am hoping that I'm able to take 1 hit from the Mega Metagross. I couldn't. I was either hoping for a miss, a live or a miss. It didn't work out that way. I send in my Druddigon, who's able to tank a Meteor Mash. I get the Glare off to slow down the Metagross. It still outspeeds me, but we got a lot of chip damage with both the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, meaning Hydreigon is able to outspeed, get the Dark Pulse off, finish off Metagross, and down goes the champion. Honestly, Iris's team was a fun team to use. Even though she is a dragon tamer, a dragon type trainer, I like the fact that I was able to use Archeops and Aggron, because they gave a lot more options for switching in, and a lot more coverage of moves in order to do massive damage.